HQ Holden, brought to us by Repco here at the Goodyear Thunderdome. The championship is up for grabs. Scotty Walker and Glenn McDonald are about to go head-to-head. The Ready Rose car, and we have got one high already. That's the 24, John Spencer. 24 car went right up high and got out of the groove. Spencer, in fact, in the championship was lying in 6th spot. But here are our two combatants. It is Scotty Walker in that 11 Autobahn car, and right on his tail, the Ready Rose 13, Glenn McDonald.
And these two put on a great show in the earlier event. They already have a bit of a margin over the rest of the field in terms of HQ racing. That's about 3 car lengths. That's night and day. The field makes a tremendous sight. The Musco lighting system here at the Calder Park Goodyear Thunderdome has taken full effect now that the sun has gone down. There's still a lot of stay dry down there on the racetrack. That's to absorb the oil that was left on the track from an earlier blow-up. And now getting into the battle is the 23 machine, Neville Haley. Good to see Haley having such a strong run. This is a guy who has dominated road racing and HQ racing all around Australia. But when he comes to the Thunderdome, Gerald, he just doesn't seem to have the right technique, or maybe the right setup to get on terms with some of these guys.
Well, you've got to be prepared not to lift your foot off the throttle as you head into the turns. You see Scott Walker there in that 11 car. Oh boy, Haley went loose in the front. The front of the 23 car dived down, and he luckily saved that. Mark Wicks now looking for the inside line. I think we're starting to see freight trains start to happen around the track. The 23 and the 11 car have joined together. The 15 and the 13 are running almost tail to tail, and this is what it's going to take. 20 laps of the 1.1 mile or 1.8 kilometre Goodyear Thunderdome. Average lap speed in excess. Oh, there we go. The 27's gone around. That's David Lambrick, and we've lost others along the way, but Lambrick went up first, went into the wall to 35 there. That's Ian Hibbert. We saw him earlier in the evening. Had a number of dramas. The Geelong best signs. Well, he's going to have to pop in and get some new signs to adorn that vehicle.
And maybe some spare parts from Repco as well. Let's have a look on the replay. What happened there? One of the cars just got very light in the rear end. Someone else got into it. There was some good avoiding action going on down there. That's the 35, no, it's a 25 car going around, I think. The 27 ends up in the wall, and Lambrick thinks, oh, I don't really want to be here just this moment in time. Everyone's safe. Everyone gets their car down to the stop, down to the bottom of the racetrack, and Mark Wicks is now right on the tail of our race leader, and that's car number 11, Scotty Walker. Wicks actually hits Walker as they come out of the exit of that turn, and that gives McDonald the chance to get through there, and trying to find a way around the outside is the number 6 machine, Dallas Crane. So 3 wide as they go through the corners.
Oh, Phil! Crane's number 6 CV said a car just started bouncing and bottoming out. We saw the sparks starting to fly on the Musco lining here, and now the number 10 car has gone on by. That Stevie Walker. He wants to get up the front and try and help his brother Scott win the championship, because around the outside comes the yellow 13. That is McDonald. He is number 1 in the points. The 11 car Scott Walker is number 2. Mark Wicks has been told by race control to get it under control and stop pushing or rubbing. Well, I tell you what, with wide eyes open, he is doing just that right now.
The Ready Race machine looks very comfortable out there on the outside line. That's car number 13. That's Glenn McDonald, who is in the fight for the championship. But look at Wicks just giving a friendly, helping hand to the number 11 car of Scotty Walker. Just giving him a bit of a push along the straight, saying, hey mate, I've got 173 cubic inches of 6-cylinder horsepower right here, right now, ready to help you along the way. So if you can't get out of the way, I'll just give you a little bit of a suggestion.
What happens here, in fact, Mark Wicks in that 15 car. Oh, Scotty Walker, that 11's really starting to get loose. We hear the tyres screeching, everyone's okay. But as they head down the front straight, the 15 car touching the 11 actually helps the 11 go a little bit faster. But Wicks tries to turn the HQ into a Victor and goes down the grass. It didn't work that time. McDonald currently sits in 5th spot. He is 4 places behind the 2nd place car in the championship. We're going to get a points update and tell you who's going to win what. The 25's back in there. The 24's there as well, Johnny Spencer. This is great racing. The Repco HQ Holden's here at the Goodyear Thunderdome.
And we've got a freight train. We've got a leading group of 11 cars, and at the moment they are covered by 1.1 seconds. There's nothing to choose between those front 11 everything as they go left, right. It's like a marching band out there at the moment, all going Umpar out of the way.
Well, they are the Umpars of HQ Racing. Glenn McDonald tries up high then. And, oh, gee, on paper, I tell you what, well, the 24, Johnny Spencer's in front. Now McDonald goes into second spot. The Ready Rose car starting to go. Scott Walker gets it a little bit loose. Oh, we've got trouble in front of them. They're going everywhere. Scott Walker has lost it on the dome. Boy, we are getting some smashing happening here with the Repco HQs, and Scotty Walker Championship has just gone out the auto barn front door.
And that wasn't really his fault. There was a car spun in the middle of the racetrack. I think that was Ian Hibbert, the 35 machine. And we've actually seen Ian Hibbert in the wall already. Mark Weeks was getting very, very serious. He had two wheels almost in the dirt. Look down at the replay. The car down the bottom is Mark Weeks. You can see the smoke come from the car in front, the Hibbert car. Weeks goes to the inside. Scotty Walker's got nowhere to go. Gets involved with Neville Haley in the red car. And around they go, and there goes the championship for Scotty Walker.
And look at them coming down. Haley and Walker coming very close indeed. And that was the 20 car, I think, just sliding on by. Yeah, it was Ken Lee. And here's Walker. Oh boy, there should go the Repco Championship for Walker, and Glenn McDonald should thank his lucky stars. Let's have a look at another angle on a replay. Let's not do it slow-mo, let's look at it at normal speed. Here we go, this is it on the Goodyear Thunderdome. HQ Holden's running 105 miles per hour. They are going every which way but loose. You see it right there, Calder Park. Well, don't park it there, Scotty. Get out there and see if you can do it again. Let's have a look at another slow-mo replay. 9 laps down in this 20-lapper. We're about to be 10 down. And half race distance points. McDonald and Wicks currently have, at this particular point in time, 340 points for today. We're going to get an update on the championship points and let you know who's going to finish where at this particular point in time. Wicks should be up there somewhere, the 15 car. In fact, is third in the series at this particular point in time. And we should be able to let everyone know pretty soon. Lights out on the pace car, the Repco HQ. Holden's going at it again. The green flag is waving. And Scotty Walker was 5 points up on Glenn McDonald going into this last race in the championship. Now the battle is on between the 15 and the 13 because McDonald is just 5 points in front of Mark Wicks. So this is going right down to the wire. Phil Brannigan, we're 11 laps down, 9 remaining. And there goes the 13 car around the outside of the 24. That is, right at this particular point in time, our championship leader, because we're going to say Scotty Walker's out of it.
Yes, unfortunately for him, he had problems before the last restart. Mark Wicks right in there trying to find a way past our race leader, and that is John Spencer of the 24 car, who got caught up in a problem in the early laps of the race, and he's come back to the lead.
Spencer has done a tremendous job to get that Dart Racing, the Titan Fuchs Oils car right back to the front. Now, here's the interesting one, this 15 car, Wicks. If he finishes where he is, the Dyno Power car makes a lot of horsepower. He finishes where he is and 13 car stays just right behind him. Guess what? We have a tie for the Repco HQ Championship.
And then they go to a recount, of course, the best results from previous races. We've been told by race control they are keeping a very, very close eye on the 15 car of Mark Wicks as he dives under our leader, John Spencer, and takes over the lead. Now, Wicks was involved in that Scotty Walker incident a little bit earlier in the race. We are on lap 14 of 20, and now McDonald follows Wicks through. So the two combatants for the series are running 1-2 on the racetrack and 1-2 in the championship as McDonald gets the car very, very taily going into turn number 3, makes the save of the race, but loses a spot to John Spencer.
At this particular point in time, Mark Wicks will win the championship, but results we know don't stay the way they are for very long in HQ Holden's because Spencer's trying around the outside in turns 1 and 2. he won't get there, and Wicks will keep the first position. McDonald starts to get tailing, but McDonald puts that power down out of the corner and powers up the back straight. Oh, boy, this is fantastic. Dallas Crane's going around. He's gone up high. He's got contact with the wall. Will he bring the cautions out? Because if he does, oh, yeah, we're going to have it. The 68's going around. He is gone.
Down there on the grass, he did the right thing. Hey, he did the right thing, pulled down on the wheel. Let's go back to the battle for the lead, because once again, McDonald goes past Spencer. Now, Spencer really has the decision-making process, perhaps, of the whole championship season. Wicks makes contact with McDonald as he forces his way up the inside. They're 3 wide going into turn number 3. And Wicks gets brave down the bottom of the racetrack, and he takes over the lead. Spencer's gone from 1st to 4th in 1 lap. What the heck is going on here?
3 laps remaining, and I will tell you the difference as they cross the start-finish line was nothing, absolutely nothing. And it is Wicks and McDonald fighting out the championship. Will the Dyno Power car have enough power? Will the Ready Rose car start to cook? It does up the back straight. Wicks needs to finish in front of McDonald to tie up the championship. If McDonald finishes on his bumper bar, who's the 44? It's Robert Hepburn. He's come out of nowhere.
Bob Hepburn has come from about 7th 2 laps ago in that lime green car, and he's got a car behind him, and that's going to block McDonald. They go across the line. There's 2 laps to go after this one, and now Wicks is the man in the pointy end of the field. He's the guy. He's got the tail out in the 15 machine. This has been an absolutely unbelievable race. Wicks has been in more battles so far than you'd have to say the NATO forces going out of Yugoslavia at the moment, but he's hung on to the lead.
Oh, a little bit tailing that time for Wicks as well. We're waiting for the championship boys to get back on screen. We have got drama on the racetrack. White flag is waving. Mark Wicks is out in front of the 44. And Hepburn is sitting right in between him and McDonald. Wicks and McDonald. Will the championship go down the wire? McDonald needs to get back 3 places now. He needs to get onto the bumper of Wicks to secure the championship. Wicks has gone down the outside line. Hepburn's on his tail. He's now fighting around the outside. Spencer pushes Wicks along. This is a ripper.
Spencer just gave Mark Wicks the biggest rap in the tail of all time. He takes 2nd place. The checkered flag is out. Is it going to be Wicks? And here comes Spencer. That is almost a dead heat.
And Wicks takes the championship. The top 5 spots see Spencer, Hepburn, Wright, McDonald. Those couple of points we hear screeching on the racetrack, but those couple of positions. Oh, look at that. We have got a ripper. The 26 has gone around. That's Richard Island. He's lost a wheel. He's lost the wall. Boy, he has had a couple tonight, but the championship has gone to Mark Wicks. What a battle, Phil Brannigan. It has been magnificent. The Repco HQs. There's Mark Wicks, our winner of the Repco Championship for 1998-99 here at the Goodyear Thunderdome at Melbourne's Calder Park Raceway.
That was not a race. That was a war. There's the survivor. There's the man who won the race and won the series. What a performance from Mark Wicks.